everyone, this is Kenneth Wong, Senior Editor for DE 24/7. I'm starting my day in the press room with a cup of latte. This 3D printed Bren floating in my foam is the reason I'm here in Dallas, Texas, where Dassault Systems is hosting its annual conference called 3D Experience World. In my visit to the exhibit hall, I had a chance to see the latest 3D printers, workstation brands, flashy vehicles that attract a steady stream of selfie takers, and meet the students and makers using Dassault software in their projects, and I even met some talking robots. People design and build things using software like SolidWorks for daily use and mass market sales, but I also met some YouTubers who are building things for fun. They use CAD and simulation, do what engineers would do, but their goal is a bit different. They build iconic objects from famous movies, show the process in their YouTube channel, and then try out different experiments with them, all for entertainment.
So this machine right here is the Aliens power loader from the movie that we made real. The entire thing actually works, it's fully functional, it's all made of steel, has a 6,500 pound payload, and 13 degrees of freedom, so you can move it just like the one in the movies. So the whole thing is designed in SolidWorks, and we went through a full FE simulation in SolidWorks simulation to ensure that all the parts and the components would work together, there weren't any interferences in any of the mates, and use that to make it real. As it is, this vehicle, it still has the vehicle insurance number of a Caterpillar 239D. So it's basically still a skid steer. It's a modified skid steer at the end of the day. However, since the machine can also operate autonomously, at least in Canada, we're required to stay within 2 meters per second of autonomous movement speed if we're not piloting it by hand.
This year's keynote talk at 3D Experience World shine a spotlight on the role of AI in the future of design and simulation. To help us separate hype from reality, here is Shrikant Savant from Dassault Systems.
If you kind of extend the concept of large language models where, the LLM can actually, converse with you in proper English or write poetry on a subject, that is quite amazing, what it can do. But I feel, taking it from that stage to, having the AI engine spit out a parametric 3D CAD model that you can actually send it to manufacturing. I think we are talking about a fairly large leap there. Is it possible in the future? Possibly, but I feel that it's going to take a long time to get there.
I also had a chance to speak to SolidWorks CEO Manish Kumar about how flagship products like SolidWorks will work with applications in 3D Experience platform, and how AI will likely change the user interface of CAD as we know it.
A new SolidWorks user has an option to use SolidWorks the way they have been using SolidWorks since the last 30 years, or with that cloud license that comes with SolidWorks, they can start to put the data in the 3D Experience platform. And the other option was the SolidWorks Cloud, which comes as a browser-based application. And if it is a browser-based application, of course, the data has to go on the platform. So the browser-based application portfolio comes on the platform. The SolidWorks that you have used for the last 30 years comes with the platform now. Choice is yours. You can keep on using the data. You can keep on saving the data that you have saved always, or you can start to save the data in a new way to the platform in order to gain that insight in the future. Definitely. In fact, in my lifespan at SolidWorks, I have seen the number of commands grow from few to thousands as of now. And it is becoming extremely, I should say, scary for some new user. Because when they look at it, they feel like they have to learn a lot. So we are trying to use AI in order to simplify that learning process, where a new user, if they are able to go to the platform, we want to give them a predictive command scenario where there will be a simple area with 5 to 10 commands listed at any given point in time based on what the user is using or what the user is doing. They will be able to do everything, but we will try to predict. And based on that prediction, we will only show the commands that are required, which means they will not have to go hunt down through different menus, different tabs to find a given command. It will appear right when it is needed. We do realize that it may not always happen, so there will be a fallback option where you can go back to using all the commands in the traditional way. but our goal will be to continuously enhance it to a level where our prediction is so good that between 5 to 10 commands, you should be able to design anything you want.
Since AI is about to become an integral part of design and simulation workflows, engineers may also consider workstations with certain components and configuration targeting AI workloads. To help us understand that, here is Matt Allard from Dell.
We are previewing an unannounced machine here at SolidWorks. It's the new Dell Precision 3680 tower system. Very exciting follow-on to our really popular Precision 3660 tower. And so it'll have a bunch of next generation components in it, some of which I can't talk about, but one of the most exciting ones I can talk about is the one NVIDIA announced this morning, which is the new NVIDIA RTX 2000 Ada graphics card. This is an incredible new graphics card, moves from previous generation had 12 gigabytes of video memory, now 16 gigabytes. It's about 1.5 to 1.6 times faster, depending on workflow in terms of graphics performance. And it's a small form factor, so it can go in a wide variety of machines, including our smallest compact form factor, Dell Precision desktop. So really incredible new machine, great for running SolidWorks, especially with a pretty nice bump in the video RAM, so you can really fit larger assemblies and more complex parts into the system. Increasingly, you're going to have AI backing amazing features in SolidWorks. I know they're talking about Magic AI this morning. It's pretty fun to hear about that. One of the important questions is to ask whether that feature is going to operate on the workstation locally, and often that will accelerate on an RTX GPU. And so RTX GPUs, one of the benefits is they have tensor processing cores specific for AI features. And so depending on how SolidWorks approaches features, some may process in their cloud, in the 3DEXPERIENCE cloud, but some may process locally on the workstation. And having the right GPU will give better performance, better acceleration on that GPU tensor cores. So that's really important to understand and know as those features become more and more common. I think most users are comfortable with the idea of graphics processing and real-time ray tracing on RTX for rendering, but now you got to think about AI too and your ability to process AI in your machine.
With that, I'm wrapping up my interviews here on the show floor. For my written report of the show and the announcements, please go to de247.com. That's digitalengineering247.com. Now I'm going to leave you with some more snapshots and footage from the show floor as I wrap up. Until next time, this is Kenneth Wong for DE247. Bye for now.
It's 7 a.m. 10 million sequence. Half an hour back. So you call it the service center. Service timeline sounds like the last half an hour.
Great, yeah, of course. And all I wanted to do with the computers was make things that looked like the movies. I didn't want to know anything. So I went to the classes. It was like the first class to read out everything.
We made this.
This is my professor.
You did?
They did.
We
Yeah.
made this.
Oh, amazing. I love your backpack.